It's a Fish Fry Friday in the parking lot, and we'll have baseball from Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. Exactly 40 home runs for him on the year now, and counting, obviously. He just means a lot to this lineup because of his ability to change the course of a game with just one swing. So we'll see if he does that in this one.
Scott Lombardo will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he's got close to 200 innings this year. He's been very dependent.
Steve Cook will stand in for the first time here, and he's recently hit the 40 home run mark for the season. Hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit.
Get dirty, get dirty, get dirty.
And he is in there.
Boy, we always talk about hit speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown.
Alonzo Luis will stand in. Currently 8th in the National League in hitting to enter play.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
Runner's going inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Chris Perez will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far.
Come on now, what's that right here?
This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit, and he's safe. Now a good throw comes into the infield, so that'll force the second runner to hold on over at third base.
This is a good sign. Coming off a game where you only scored 1 run, to get on the board first here in the very first inning, that should help these guys relax a little bit and not make them.
Jay Fink will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 balls.
Xander Bogaerts comes forward, hoping to get it going at the plate. Only 1 hit in his last 4 ball games. This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? He is. They get the force at second base, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Steve Cook is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Blake is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Well, anytime you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on 1 pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Scott Lombardo will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And he'll be tagged out heading toward the plate. And with that, the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left. We played 4 full. The Marlins lead this one 2-1. Steve Cook will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hey now, the pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
This is in the air to left field. Reed sprinting after it. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Alonzo Luis.
Steve Cook will stand in. He flew out his last time out.
Well, a fly ball again here this time would be just what the doctor ordered, because a sac fly here would give him the lead.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Let's go now. What's that? Yeah, you can do it.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chen on the move. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he will come in to score. It's a sacrifice fly, and it delivers the go-ahead run as they've now taken the lead here in the late inning.
Hey, that's the right approach at the plate. He knows all he has.
Steve Cook stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to straightaway right. Blake looking up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 41st home run of the year for him, and it stakes the Marlins to a 4-2 lead.
That bullpen's still going to have to get 3 outs in the bottom of the 9th, but they're going to have a little more breathing room thanks to this swing. This is a mistaken location, and he gets all of it, and that gives them that ever-important insurance run here in the top of the 9th.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Into the seats, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit to short. Phillips comes up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. It's Sean Alvarez is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
14, Sean Alvarez.
Leading off the inning, Sean Blake, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. 1-2, here it comes. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Oh, he is intimidating. There's no arguing that.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, this is what you want out of your closer. Comes in firing darts, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Bradley Lott will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. It's in time.
No way. That was awesome.
Catcher,
on a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop. Makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Hey, play the first. Play the first.
Stepping in now, Steve Abbott. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey now, we got 2.
The windup and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Count.
Line towards center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. And if you're wondering what's left on the Milwaukee bench, there you get a look at it right there. We'll see if one of those gentlemen is pressed into action here. Pope will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 14, Kurt Pope.
Hey, now we got 2.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher, but the hitter as well. Especially when you've got a good hitter.
Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see it go out of his...
Oh, what a stop. He goes to first. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Not a lot of offense in this ball game, but what offense was provided came primarily from this guy, our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Marlins win it.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Looking first at the NL East, Sidney Palacios got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, as Miami took down the Brewers 4-2. Looking at the standings, the Brewers are in third place in the NL Central, 11 games out of first.
Afternoon baseball now from lovely Miller Park in Milwaukee. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's Brewers baseball next on the show. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
I think this team really needs to find that right balance between power and speed. They've got them both, but you can't rely too heavily on the long ball, and you also can't run yourselves out of potential run-scoring opportunities. So mix it together well.
Jim Davis gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty...
Steve Cook readies for his first swings in this one. And boy, check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of pop at the plate right now.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
And he takes ball one. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Blake is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Thoughts, EK? Anyone's leading off the inning? Steve Cook, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder, Alonzo Luis.
Steve Cook will try it again. 0-for-2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. hit hard on the ground to second. Phillips comes up with it.
He's
Throw
out.
on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Next for the
Well,
Marlins.
he's allowed just
Right
2
fielder,
runs to this point.
Alonso.
Both of them coming on
Luis.
solo homers. Things could be much different now if those...
Steve Cook will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a
Steve.
chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time. One time. Here we go.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
You drive that pitch, huh?
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently,
Now
this is a no-brainer.
Right fielder.
Take the bat out of his hands
Alonso.
any chance you get.
Alonso Luis gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins forced to settle for
It's
1.
time for the traditional
7th inning stretch
inning
time upcoming here in Wisconsin, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Steve Cook will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far.
Third
Over
baseman,
3 to this point.
Steve.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Come on, Daddy, like a big dog. Right time, right time. Like you can, like you can. Come on.
Hey, let's get up there, huh?
Come on.
First
sit on
delivery
something
to
here.
him on the way.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Right spot. Push up now.
1-0 pitch on the way. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Hey, one time, right now, kid. Here we go.
Strike called, 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Hey, your turn now. Nobody better.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Looking good. No one better up there. Here you go.
Smoke toward third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Still tied 3. Steve Cook will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Better right here.
Come on, baby. One time. Here we go.
Line toward the gap in left center. Velasmo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Marlins on top, 4-3. Sean Alvarez will come on now, and they've saved him for the 11th as he'll try and take this one home.
Alvarez.
Garrett Keene will come forward now, trying to at least get on base with his guys down to run here in extra innings.
Third baseman.
Yeah, I don't think you really need to be swinging for the fences just yet. You just need to find a way to get some guys on base and get that conveyor belt rolling.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball one.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get it.
That evens it up 1-1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. To two balls and two strikes now. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Well, clearly no intent with 2 strikes, but you've got to make sure that pitch doesn't get away from him.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a little tapper. A quick out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Kenny Chen.
Kenny Chen stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Nope,
Lays
that's
off
a ball.
1-0. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Count.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Angelo Velasmo comes forward as he'll try to replicate what he did back in the 6th, that being a home run, of course. Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And the Marlins have made believers of us all. They're the champions of the NL East.
Well, maybe it took them a couple more innings than they had hoped, but a win's a win, and they get a good one here on the road in 11 innings.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Not a lot of offense to go around in this one, but what offense we did see came from this man's bat. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Marlins win it 4-3. So long from Milwaukee.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors.